right way. And it's a go, and El Gem is the first to break. El Gem and Grockle, the first two to go on. From Salerno Jet on terms of 2 leaders, so they go now into the first. And Salerno Jet now assumes command as they go over this first flight. From El Gem, Grockle over in third place, followed by Hagen Queen, John Dale, Broccoli Bell, Havenwood, Fit for a King on the inside, Brown Rifle, Faithful Don, Golden Fancy. And the last two in the early stages are Run Over and So Lucky. Going a good pace, they go away from the stand. Salerno Jet in the lead, being followed by El Gem. Then comes Proctor in third place. In fourth is Hagen Queen. Hagen Queen is then followed by John Dell. John Dell's just in front of Havenwood. Then just in behind that pair comes Fit for a King. Golden Fancy up on the far side of Broccoli Bell. Brown Rifle going up on the inner. And the last three over is Faithful Don, So Lucky, and Run Over. And so they continue down the side of the course, with Salerno Jet a clear leader and still being followed by El Gem and Grockle. Then heading the main body of the field, on the near side is Hagen Queen and Havenwood on the far side. And then comes Golden Fancy, who didn't jump that one too well, and still the back marker continues to be Run Over. And so they have one more flight up the side of the course to take, and as they come to it, it's still Salerno Jet and Ross Arnott in the lead, being followed by Grockle and also El Gem, the mount of Peter Caldwell. They're the leading three to go to it. They're over safely, and then comes Hagen Queen, and then on the far side Havenwood and John Dell right with that bunch. And so they're now swinging left-handed towards the top of the hill. Salerno Jet still the leader from Grockle in second place, El Gem in third. Then comes John Dell showing in fourth in front of Hagen Queen and Brown Rifle. And Run Over is now beginning to get dropped right out of it. In fact, he's about 20 lengths behind the others. And so they continue down that far turn. And Grockle now goes up to join the leader, who is still just Salerno Jet with El Gem. That's the leading three. A little gap out that to John Dell. John Dell's just in front of Brown Rifle. Havenwood right up on the outside. Then comes Hagen Queen, Fit for a King. And then on the far side, John Dale and also Faithful Don. And so they have just about a mile still to go as they continue around the far side of the course. And Run Over is a long way behind the others. I think you can forget about that one. He's got to be 50 lengths behind the last one of the main body of the field. And so they continue round the turn. And there's still little to choose now between Grockle on the inside, John Dell right there with the leaders. And so too as they start to come round El Gem. And Broccoli Bell also appears on the scene, but they're now starting to turn into the straight. Half a mile still to run. El Gem, Broccoli Bell. Then comes Grockle on the inside. Brown Rifle not far away from them, and neither is Faithful Don. They're racing now towards the third last, and as they do so, Grockle on the far side. Then on the near side, Broccoli Bell. El Gem right between those two, Havenwood and Faithful Don, and then Hagen Queen on the far side. They have two flights still to go as they run now towards the second last. It's El Gem the leader from Faithful Don and Havenwood. Grockle still in with a chance on the far side. So too is Hagen Queen. They're running now towards the second last, and as they do so, it's El Gem still the fractional leader from Fit for a King right there in contention. Faithful Don now goes on, and so they're inside the final quarter mile. Brian Riley on Faithful Don now in the lead, being challenged on the far side for Fit for a Queen. Grockle hard, trying to put hard in the case there as they come now towards the final flight. It's Faithful Don now just holding off the advance attack, but Run Over has come from absolutely nowhere, has come right up to join them. He really dropped his bit, but Run Over has come an amazing race and now takes up the running. And I've never seen a winner win like this, because he was stone cold last and now he's streaking away to win it, and Run Over is the winner by some 10 lengths from Faithful Don. Haven won, then comes Hagen Queen followed by Grockle, Fit for a King. Then after that a gap back to El Gem. Then comes Golden Fancy, Salerno Jet, Broccoli Bell, Sir Lucky, John Dell, and the last one over the line with a much fancy Brown Rifle. That was amazing. Run Over must have been nearly a furlong and a half behind the leaders as they started to head for home, and Ridley Lamb somehow got this 6-year-old to run on, and he's really sprinted through the field, and as he came to the last, the race he had won. So number 13, lucky for some, lucky for Derek, because that's a nice winner for Derek. Owned and trained by Arthur Stephenson is Run Over, and ridden by Ridley Lamb. So Arthur and Ridley Lamb are now completed a double, having won the last with 14er Express. Well, as we see Runover come back, Derek, that was a most amazing race. I've never seen a result like that before, and I don't think you'll ever tip a winner like that before. Let's go through the replay with you.
I tell you, I still don't believe it. I've got to see this replay again just to convince myself. Now, look, here we are turning for home, and there, right at the very back, is Runover. I don't believe this. I really don't. Let's run it on and just convince ourselves that this horse, that's him right out of the back door. He must be, what, 20 lengths adrift of the last horse turning for home. Now, look, he's got no chance. Forget about him. He can't possibly win. Meanwhile, the other jockeys are riding their normal races, aren't they? And El Gem at this stage has come through to lead. On the far side, Grockel, who's been up there, has now just been anchored a little bit by the weight. On this side, Faithful Don, Brian Riley's rode the perfect race, coming through smoothly, looks likely to win. On the far side, Fit for a King is also bang there with every chance. Hagen Queen's there. El Gem makes a bit of a mistake. She drops out. But look at this, Faithful Don this side. Still no sign of Runover at all. Faithful Don, Brian Riley rode the perfect race, did everything right, and look at this, he's now sprinting clear on the run to last, and he's going to win it, isn't he? And look, here he comes, Runover, coming from nowhere. Unbelievable. Ridley Lamb suddenly gets this horse running. This is absolutely astonishing. I don't know how you describe this, because I've never seen this happen before. Look at him, he's absolutely flying, and poor Brian Riley can't believe his eyes on Faithful Don. Look at Ridley Lamb and Runover. Well, we said before the race that he'd be tailed off and come late, but I don't believe this. Well, I do now. He certainly will.